All right, let's get started. I want to welcome everyone. This is the class information session for University of Houston Graduate School. My name is Bina Benavides. I am a recruitment manager and part of the graduate school here at University of Houston. Welcome everyone, good afternoon. I think in a little while we'll also have Miss Jennifer Hay. She is with the College of Education. She'll be going over some good information. She's also a program manager and a recruiter for the College of Education. So we want to definitely welcome her. For those interested in education related topics, she'll be the person that you'll connect with later. So College of Liberal Arts and Social Sciences will be going over information about these specific programs under the class category. So welcome everyone, we're gonna get started. First I wanna make sure we're gonna have everyone on mute until the end of the session, and then we'll open it up for questions and answers. I want you guys to submit your questions in the chat box for now. I'm gonna have us take a few moments. I want us to make sure that we're connected. So I want you guys to share one positive thing that you've made time for while being at home. So I have been making time for cooking a lot of home cooked meals, walking my dog. I just got done putting in some light fixtures and ceiling fans because Houston's weather, you know, summer it's hot and I want to decrease my electric bill. So if you guys can share that, I would love to hear from you. One positive thing that you've made time for while being at home. Go ahead and put that in the chat box. I'm going to kind of look through that. Brittany says she's been making time for leisure reading. She's read 39 books since May. That's awesome. So it sounds like you have some goals in mind with that. What kind of books are you reading, Brittany? And then David said his house is spotless. He's been cleaning every day. So you're finding cleaning products maybe. I know I've been going, the last couple of times I've been able to find them, but for a while there, I think people were getting so many things to clean their house with that the stores couldn't keep it stocked fast enough. Olga says she's spending a lot of time with her cat, which I'm sure your cat loves, or you love too, because animals give so much love, don't they? And you reorganize the furniture in your house, right? So we're like, I know all of us are spending so much time at home, so that's good. That's good that you're doing that. I bet it feels better that way. Deja is sharing that she's making time to complete her teacher certification in writing poetry. Good for you. That's awesome. I want to hear from, I think there's a couple other people. I think Miss Miller, haven't heard from you. And I think that's it. I think we're good. So if you can put that down. And then the second thing I want to know from all of you is, what degree are you interested in? I want to know that so I can better connect you with good information today. So go ahead and put that in the chat box. In addition to that, I want to know what you registered under. Reason being is we want to keep track of people who are attending so we can send you guys a follow-up PowerPoint. And then also to make sure, you know, because part of being a part of this session is for domestic applicants. We want to make sure you're here, and later, you know, you can request a fee waiver code for the application fee waiver code for domestic applicants, and that way we know that you've attended. That's one of the things. If you attend, you get an application fee waiver code. So I want to definitely hear from you guys. So David is interested in counseling psychology, excellent. And then Brittany is interested in Master of Curriculum and Instruction. Excellent. And then Deja is into education administration. So I just need to hear from Rachel and from, I think, Candy Miranda as well. I haven't heard from you yet. So that's really good. So those that are interested in like counseling psychology, education, curriculum, you guys are going to connect later with Miss Jennifer Hay. She is our program manager for the College of Education. She'll be presenting on the programs that you guys are interested in. So happy to have you guys with us. So thank you. All right. This is our agenda for today. The other thing I want to hear from you guys, how did you hear about us? Are you a current student? are you a alumni of U of H, or did you just find us online? Yeah, so put that in the chat box for me, and that'll be able to help me out with the presentation as well, giving you guys some really good information. So I'll wait for you guys to do that, and then I'll go through the agenda. So again, if you're a current student, alumni, or you just found us online, maybe someone recommended us, put that in the chat box. Okay, so David, he shared that he's been doing a lot of research, starting with the APA website. Okay, and then Olga saying she's a current undergrad student here at U of H. Go Cougs, yes. And then Brittany, you were researching different grad programs, and you live down the street. Ooh, whereabouts do you live? I live down the street too. I live in the 3rd Ward. I live like 5 minutes away from campus, probably driving. Deja says she's a Houston native, and you've always been interested in U of H. Yeah, U of H is like such a big presence in Houston. And then Candy, good to hear from you, Candy. Thanks for sharing. She's also a current undergrad. And Brittany, she's east downtown off of Polk. Yes, so I am off of Emancipation. I'm sure you know where that is, and Gray Street. That's where I live. Miss Miller says she graduated from University of Houston downtown. Awesome, welcome. So good to have you guys with us today. Okay, I'm glad to know these things about y'all. Okay, so today's agenda, we're gonna go through University of Houston Graduate School, like a general overview. We're gonna talk about accelerated dual degree programs. Those are for some of the current UH undergrads that would apply to you. Funding for graduate school, the application process, and a showcase of graduate programs. The next thing I want us to do is we're gonna actually watch a video of our campus and how awesome it is. I wanna let you guys know that we are opening up the college campus in different phases. We have a task force. They've been working diligently through the whole pandemic since mid-March. For us to open up in different phases. So we're on phase 2 right now, where we have essential personnel on campus. And we are still planning to have face-to-face classes in the fall. So I just wanna let you guys know that they're working on the scheduling, being very mindful of social distancing, and making sure that the precautions are there to make it a really safe environment and productive environment for us. So next I'm gonna show the video.
Let's write a story. One where you're the hero. One where you change the world. One research project, one business idea, one blueprint at a time. A story that starts with the University of Houston. Because we are a university of change, and we're evolving every single day. We're history in the making, sculpting the future of tomorrow, one student at a time. We're forever forward, bursting with inspiration and brimming with possibility. Right in the heart of the city that sent a man to the moon. That's home to the world's largest medical center. The place that showed the world that even in the toughest of times, we are unbreakable, unstoppable, and undeniably better than ever. But this isn't just our story. It's yours, and hers, and his. Because here at the University of Houston, we're still writing our legacy, and we've been waiting for you. Will you join us?
So that's our powerhouse, University of Houston. I don't know about you guys, but I definitely miss campus. It's a really great place to be. And that's our campus. Maybe someday you guys will be there joining us on our beautiful campus. I'm gonna get back to the PowerPoint for us. So go Cougs, go Cougs, Cougars. Okay, so why choose U of H's graduate school? So we have 150 different master, doctoral, and professional degrees. Our programs rank really high for student satisfaction. We have the top 50 programs in US News and World Report. We're the #2 most diverse public university in the US from 2017. Almost 30% of our graduate students are international. We are the #2 in our nation for our online graduate degree programs, and we have over 20 fully online graduate degrees. We are also a Tier 1 research institution. What does that mean? That means we have a lot of funding and a lot of high activity happening on our campus when it comes to research. So our faculty and our current graduate students are doing some really amazing things at University of Houston. So Houston is many things, but it's one thing above all else. It's a city that always looks forward and never back. Here are some things that you should know about the city. We are the 4th largest in the US. We have the largest medical center in the world. 24 Fortune 500 company headquarters are located in Houston. We have 145 languages spoken in Houston, and we're the #1 city in the US to start your career. So these are the different University of Houston Graduate School offerings. So they do offer master's degree programs, which are typically 2 years, doctoral programs, which are like 3 to 5 years, depending on the program. We do offer graduate certificate programs, which are less in duration, maybe 1 year or less. They're really good for working professionals. But also for those who want to like get a certificate program to maybe boost up opportunities for themselves. Sometimes that will lead to getting into a master degree program or a doctoral program down the road. We do also offer dual degree programs, and you can find a full list of graduate programs. The application deadlines and contacts can be found at the web link that's posted there. I will be sending you guys this PowerPoint presentation after this session so that you guys can dig a little bit deeper into that information as well. Next, I'm going to go through just sort of an overview of our College of Liberal Arts and Social Sciences graduate degrees, also known as CLASS, stands for CLASS. These are some of the programs that we offer different topics on. We have anthropology, athletic training, communications, creative writing and English, economics, different types of economics there, Spanish, Hispanic studies, history, kinesiology, political science. We also offer PhD programs in psychology, clinical, developmental, industrial, organizational, and social, as well as public administration, sociology, sports and administration, world cultures, and literature. Actually, and in education, the School of Education. So education has a lot of different degree programs, and one of them is with counseling and counseling psychology. So just to let you guys know that that's there as well. And the Hobby School of Public Affairs with Public Policy is there. So I just want to kind of give you guys like an overview of that. So accelerated pathway dual degree programs, this provides academically outstanding students an accelerated pathway to complete an undergraduate and a master's degree in a reduced period of time. The accelerated pathway dual degree programs provide senior students permission to take a specified number of master level courses as electives towards completion of their bachelor degree. So the students then apply to the relevant graduate program, and if accepted, the previously completed graduate coursework during their senior year is counted as transfer credit towards the completion of the master degree. And these are some of those options, accelerated pathway dual degree programs under the College of Liberal Arts and Social Sciences. So like if you are with philosophy, a Bachelor of Philosophy, you could pair it with a Master in Public Policy. They also offer Liberal Study Bachelors. You pair it with a law degree or a public policy degree, as well as with political science as well. A master's with a bachelor with a master's. And you can find out more information about those offerings at the website that's posted there. And the next thing I want to talk about is how are we going to pay for graduate school, right? So we do offer need-based aid through the Graduate School Fund. 2 requirements for that is to be a Texas resident, and you have to have a FAFSA on file with us. So again, it's need-based, and you can get awarded up to $5,000. There is also graduate tuition fellowships and assistantships. Oftentimes, these are offered with in the program. So you'll want to definitely connect with whatever program you're interested in. You'll want to connect with their website and see what kind of offerings they have. There's also merit-based scholarships and financial aid. And you can find out more about funding options on our website. There's also a listing of private organizations and nonprofits offering different scholarships as well. And I want to tell you guys, Sallie Mae is a big lender of packages, loans for college students. They are also offering some webinars, just to let y'all know, as an additional resource, webinars on how to pay for graduate school as well. So getting funding to pay for graduate school, it's all about you guys planning ahead, doing your research. It sounds like some of you guys have already started doing research in regards to graduate programs. Of course, applying. You'll want to apply to graduate school and apply for these scholarships that are there. The money is out there. And then, of course, budgeting. So I always, there was a statistic that I heard that it was like we make 6 to 7 at minimum financial decisions every day. So just keeping that in mind and being mindful of where you're spending your money, and if you're having certain goals in your life that you want to achieve and it requires money, being sure to have like discipline and mindfulness to help you budget to reach those next goals that you may have. Because, you know, with graduate school, with continuing your education, you will end up, you know, having more opportunities, more opportunities in growing yourself as a person, and also having some financial advantages too, where getting a better job and making more money is definitely something that will help you out. So the next thing is GRE GMAT test. Have any of you guys started studying for that test? If so, put in the chat box or put that you haven't yet. I want to hear from you. What we want you to do is check with the program that you're interested in to see if they are requiring the GRE or GMAT. Definitely want to connect with the program, the website, to find out. If the GRE or GMAT is required, there is a waiver program. So this is for University of Houston undergraduate students and alumni. So our graduate school, we actually offer a GRE GMAT waiver program for UH main campus undergraduate students and alumni. So to qualify, students must have graduated from the University of Houston main campus within 3 years preceding the term for which they are applying. Students must also meet the minimum undergraduate GPA for the degree to which they are applying. And you can find out more information about that information at the web link that's posted there as well. I think that's a really great thing. And this is the application process overview. So I just want to tell you guys, I kind of outlined that for you. The first step is to do the online application through our own system. It's called Apply Web. The next step is application fee. For domestic applicants, we do offer the fee app waiver. So definitely keep that in mind. Definitely another advantage to applying to University of Houston. The third step are transcripts. So if you are alumni or current UH student, there's no need to get your official transcripts from the university sent over to us. You can actually just let our processing team know through your application, and they'll be able to upload the official transcripts. What you can do too is scan an unofficial transcript into your application until it's processed further and there's further notification given to you. The next step is the test scores. Again, you'll want to check with your program, the program advisor, to see if they are required. And then step 5 is any additional materials. So some programs, they have it where you have to submit a portfolio or maybe a resume or a statement of purpose or maybe a prior research paper that you did. Stuff like that. And you can find out more. We do have the online application right there in the box where you can just click it and it'll kind of go through those steps with you for the online application. And then transcript information. I just want to give this as an FYI. So if you have studied outside of the US, you want to visit our international transcript website for our guidelines. Be sure to look at our country-specific guidelines to see if there are more document requirements for your country. All evaluations are conducted in-house, and we do not accept outside evaluations such as Spantram, West, or ACE. If you studied in the US, please upload an official scan or a PDF copy of your transcript. If you earned a degree, please make sure a degree is posted on your transcript as well. If you have any questions about your transcripts, you can contact us at gradschool@uh.edu, and there's the web link there for international students for their transcripts. And then, of course, the bubbles on the left side there. So scans of official transcripts are required from all previously attended institutions. You must include all years of marks. No outside evaluations are accepted. You must include graduation and certificate, graduate degree certificates, and it must include English translations. So this is a money saver for you guys. So this is the application fee waiver. Again, this is for domestic applicants. This is kind of like the directions on what you need to do. So definitely pay attention to this. You can save between $25 and $150, just to let you know. And then I do want to let you guys know that our, starting August 1st, the application fees are changing. So I believe that we are going to be doing, I'll have to get the information for us, just a second. Right here. Let me go through that first though. I can't find it, the actual prices. I'll get it for you guys later. Reach out to the UH Graduate School once you've gotten to the end of the application to get the application fee waiver. I ask that you guys plan ahead with this request. So it usually takes us, when you do request, it takes 1 to 2 business days for us to actually get the fee waiver code generated for you, because we have to ask our business office to generate it, and then they send it back, and then we send it to you. But what you're going to want to do, so just be mindful of deadlines, right? Like don't request it the day that the application is actually due, right? Like you're going to definitely want to plan ahead. I just had someone do that a couple weeks ago, and yeah, it was kind of tough. I mean, we worked through it, but it's still like, just try to get us the request ahead of time. So once you reach the last page of the application, you're going to want to send to gradschool@uh.edu the following information: the name, your name, beautiful name, date of information session. Today is July 27th already, the session that you attended, right? And then the program that you're applying to. A lot of you guys are counseling, psychology, education related. And then a photo of the last page of the application. So I wanted to show you guys this slide. This is actually what the last page of the application looks like. It's section 19 of 19. You'll want to send a Snapchat shot of that, like, hey, I'm done. Like, I am ready for my, I'm ready for getting my application fee waiver code. And then what you'll do is you'll send that off to us. You can send it to me as well. You guys all have my email address because I sent you guys the invite for this Zoom webinar. And then, yeah, you will insert the code that I send back to you, or the grad school sends back to you, where it says insert code here, and then you'll press submit, and then you'll submit your application that way. So I think that's really great. So deadlines and decisions. So admission decisions are made by the program. Application deadline extension for some of our more popular master programs on campus, you'll want to connect with the program advisor for the program you're interested in to learn more. I've included a list of full list of admission contacts and deadlines can be found at the link below. So definitely connect with that information. Next, I'm going to showcase some of our graduate programs. Let me see. Just a second. Okay, we're going to be starting with the College of Education graduate degree programs, which are here, which is a really great resource. I want to see if Jennifer Hay is with us. I don't see her. Looks like a lot of you guys haven't started studying for the GRE or GMAT. You might not have to take it for those who are current UH alumni. And again, you'll want to check with your program advisor. I'm looking at the chat box really quick. Is Jennifer Hay here? I don't think she is. I'm going to go over this information about the College of Education graduate degree programs. So we do offer administration and supervision, curriculum and instruction, higher education, and special populations. We offer an ED, an education doctorate in professional leadership, and the subjects that they specialize in are listed there below. So they have health science education, K through 12, literacy, math, social studies, and special populations. Some really great opportunities there. We do also offer a Doctor of Philosophy, a PhD in counseling psychology, curriculum and instruction, as well as higher education, leadership and policy studies, measurement, quantitative methods and learning sciences, as well as school psychology. So there's also some really great opportunities there for you. You can learn more about the education degree programs at the web link that's posted there. And if you have questions, you'll want to connect with COE at uh.edu. COE means College of Education. So definitely kind of gear some of the questions you may have at the email address there. So we do have the Graduate College of Social Work programs as well. A lot of these are offered at our Sugar Land campus, and they offer face-to-face, hybrid, and online. The Master Degree Program of Social Work, if anyone is interested, maybe you know someone who's interested, you can send them our way. This particular program does not require the GRE or the GMAT. So that's kind of good news. And then they also offer a doctoral degree of social work, which is a little bit longer in coursework duration and a research element to that. And you can find out more at the web link that's posted there as well. And we have the College of Liberal Arts and Social Sciences, and within the Department of Social Psychology, they do offer PhD programs in 4 areas that I want to point out to you. So they have clinical, developmental, cognitive neuroscience, industrial organizational, and social psychology. The department does not have a terminal master degree program, although PhD students do earn a master degree in the process of fulfilling doctoral requirement. You can learn more about our psychology graduate programs the web link that's posted. And just to make note, the application deadline for PhD application has already passed for consideration for fall 2020, but there are future opportunities. And then also we do have for class communication sciences and disorders, they do offer, it's a very popular one. Is anyone interested in that? Go ahead and put that in the chat box if you are. They do offer information sessions to better connect to learn more about the programs that are offered with communication sciences and disorders. We also offer in the Jack J. Valenti School of Communication. They have mass communication, public relations, and health communications. And you can learn more about those programs specifically at the web link that's posted there as well. So these are kind of like some of our program highlights. It doesn't include all of our class programs, but the more popular ones. So I want to let you guys know useful links and locations. So we do have at the graduate school in our beautiful Cullen building, that's where we're located. Right now you can kind of connect with us through our graduate webpage. Like today, you guys are connecting with me through this webinar. Contact us through gradschool@uh.edu, and then a list of our contacts are there as well. And then program advisors, right? Like program advisors are really great contacts to have about maybe some pending questions you couldn't find on the webpage or at this session today. That'll be a really good resource for you as well. And then we want you guys to follow us on social media. I want to hear from you. What social media are you guys using these days? I know I've been using Facebook. I've been using Facebook a lot, even before the pandemic. Snapchat, I keep in touch. I lived in the Middle East for a long time, so I keep in touch with all my Qatari friends. Instagram is always like really easy. I love like posting stories, and then I can like post my story on Instagram and it carries over to Facebook if I want it to, which is great. Twitter has been really helpful for me for keeping up with headlines and different things that are happening in the city and around the world, right? So I just want to hear from you guys. What are you guys using these days? But we do update different information about our programs and different events that we have going on through social media. So I think it's a great way to connect. It looks like Brittany's using Instagram, Olga's using Twitter, David's using Facebook, yay, Facebook, and then Candy's using Twitter, and Rachel says she's using Instagram and Facebook. I'm like, y'all. Okay, thank you guys for sharing that. It's good to know. And now I'm going to open up the floor for questions. So if you wanted to put your questions in the chat box, or if you want to unmute yourself, if I don't know the answer, I will try to get you the answer and or do like a follow-up email to you. You guys will all be hearing from me today as well. So that's it. So bring on the questions. While you guys are putting your questions down in the chat box too, I will put some data for you in the chat box too, like the web links that we have in this presentation. I'll share some of that with you too. Just to let you guys know some general information too about the application. So a lot of the committees that go through applicants, they will look at your application holistically. They look at everything that you submit as a whole. A lot of people, the reason why I bring that up is a lot of people ask, well, is the GRE wave more? Like, what's the most important thing? So just keep that in mind. And then with your letters of recommendation, you will want it to be from people that you know really well or know you really well. Maybe you're working professionally. Maybe you've had a couple professional jobs. Maybe you get some of your old colleagues or bosses to write something for you. Maybe in undergrad, you had a professor that you worked with or someone that you worked really closely with on some things that were really important to you, maybe related to the program you're applying to, right? You get them to write those letters for you. Maybe you help write the letter and then have your whoever's writing it, like you submit that to them for them to change later. But definitely, and then like with personal statement, anything that you're submitting like for writing to like your personal statement or your statement of purpose with the program, make sure to edit it and critique it and have a couple other people look at it and see what they think, because you're going to want to shine on paper. Some of our programs are really competitive to get into, and I want to give you guys tips to help you be successful, right, to get into a program. So that's why I'm kind of sharing that information with you as well. So it looks like Deja is asking, is there a dual degree program to get your master and PhD simultaneously? I think it depends on what area you're interested in. Let me go back to see what you were interested in, Deja. Education administration. Yeah, we have to look that up. Let me look up really quick all of the programs that are dual programs for grad school, and I'll put that in the box. So that's a good question. I'm gonna share this screen with you, and then I'm also actually what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put it. I'll put it in the chat box for everybody, so y'all have it at the click of your mouse. You will have this information. These are the dual degree programs. So you said education administration, right? I'm not sure if we offer that. Oh yeah, but you wanted to know if like the education administration, like you could get the master and then get the PhD later. That's what I'm thinking that you're thinking. So Deja asked, are there dual degree programs to get your master's and PhD simultaneously? Well, these are the dual degree programs that we have, and you'd want to like connect with the programs that you're interested in to see how they would schedule the classes that you would be taking, like to get there, I think, if that makes sense. And I think the question too, like for education related, you'll definitely want to connect with the COE. I'll put it in the chat box for you too. The email address for College of Education is here. I put it in the chat box. So if you guys want to copy and paste those somewhere to save them, that would be good. Hopefully that helps you, Deja. And Olga is asking, I was looking for the application for the deadline for counseling psychology program. In the website, you identified the deadline for the academic year to be November 1st. I was wondering if it is the same for the 21-22 academic calendar. So for you, Olga, for counseling psychology, again, you're going to want to connect with COE at uh.edu to find out that. They haven't posted, I don't think they've posted yet the deadline. I don't want to misadvise you. I think it would be really good if you connected with them. They'll be able to tell you when that exact deadline is going to be. Deja's asking if master's degree programs are hybrid or online. So Deja, like we are like in this really unusual time, right, where a lot of things are happening. And I'm thinking that a lot of courses are going to be offered either hybrid or online, but I think they will be offering in-person classes too. And again, what I want you guys to do is connect with the program advisor and or connect with COE at uh.edu, specifically because for education. Definitely ask them what it looks like. It could change too, right? Let's look at, because I think a lot of the higher ed coursework is online. Let's look. You're looking to get the PhD, right? Or you were first the master and then the PhD, I think. Yeah, that's what you'd want. Yeah, definitely. So it looks like they have it online. Let me share it really quick. I don't know if it, I don't know. Have you seen this yet? This is for the online MED. Looks like it's all online. It was actually ranked number 8 among online graduate education programs in the US. So I think you're in the right place. I mean, it's ranked really high. Deja, Miss Montgomery. And it looks like Tiffany, she's in charge. You could, what's cool is I think you can just email her too if you have questions about that specific program. But also you want to do COE at uh.edu. Yeah, they have some really good resources there. Good questions, guys. I'm so glad that maybe I could at least point you in the right direction, give you guys some really great information. More questions. I want to thank everyone for attending today's session. I'm going to stay on for a few more minutes and answer questions. If you want to unmute yourself too, you can do that. I'm so happy that you guys are here, and I hope you guys have a great day. And I'm here for questions, so go ahead and put them in the chat box. And you guys are free to log off too if you want, if you have other things to do. It is Monday, so have a great, beautiful Monday. I hope all of you guys are staying well and safe and taking good care of yourselves to stay healthy and washing your hands and all that good stuff. So we'll be in touch.